In this lesson, we're going to learn about the triangle inequality theorem. So you can see up here it says the triangle inequality theorem states that any side of a triangle is always shorter than the sum of the other two sides. So basically what that means is every time you take two sides and add them together, they should be greater than the third side that you didn't add. So if we take a look at this box right here, okay, you can see the example. They did 7 plus 8, and when you do that, that's 15. And 15 is greater than 9, so that checks out, because they should always be greater than the third side. Okay, when they do 8 plus 19, you get 17, which is greater than 7, so that checks out. And 9 plus 7 is 16, which is greater than 8, so that checks out. So that means that 7, 8, and 9 can, in fact, come together to make a triangle. The shortcut to this is that really, if you take the two shortest sides and you add them together, they should always be longer than the biggest side. So as long as you check 7 plus 8, and that is 15, and 15 is greater than 9, then you are all set. So you don't necessarily have to check all three. That's the shortcut. So if you take a look at example 1, 4 and 5, if you add those together, you get 9, and 9 is greater than 7, which is your third side. So that checks out, and these will form a triangle. If you take a look at the next example, if you take a look at the two shortest sides, 3 and 2, 3 plus 2 equals 5, and 5 is less than 6. So this does not check out, okay? And actually, maybe we want to do it this way. 5 is not greater than 6, if you write it that way. 5 is not greater than 6. So these will not form a triangle. Okay, so more examples here. So if you take a look at this first one, again, you take the smaller side. So 8 plus 9 equals 17, and 17 is greater than 10, so that checks out. They will form a triangle. On this one, 1 plus 1 equals 2, and 2 is not greater than 2. It's equal to 2, so these will not form a triangle. Here, 6 and 8, 6 plus 8 equals 14, and 14 is greater than 9, so that checks out, and these will form a triangle. On the next one, 3 plus 4 equals 7, and 7 is not greater than 9, so these will not form a triangle. 12 plus 4 equals 16, and 16 is not greater than 17, so these will not form a triangle. And on this one, if you use the 7 plus 2, it equals 9, and that is greater than 8, so these will form a triangle. Okay? Also, when you look at this, you might be given an actual picture, which you're still doing the same thing. If you take a look, let's skip to example 2. If you take the smallest sides, 5 and 4, we're going to add those together. 5 plus 4 equals 9. And 9 is not greater than the third side, which is 9. So triangle, not possible. You can probably just write not possible. On this one, all the sides are the same. So you can pick any of the sides. 12 plus 12 equals 24, which is greater than 12, so that checks out, and this is possible. Oops. On the next one, if we do 5 plus 8, that equals 13, which is not greater than 13. It's equal to 13, so this is not possible. On this one, 5 plus 8 equals 13, which is greater than 9. So this one is possible. And on this one, 14 plus 7 equals 21, which is greater than 12. Oops, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. I did not pick the two smallest, so let's do that again. 12 plus 7 equals 19, which is greater than 14. So this one is possible. So there you have some examples of how to use the triangle inequality theorem to check to whether three sides, in fact, could actually make a triangle.